So Griffin out there with Owen Wright, wearing the white jersey. Sully Bailey, the rookie from Byron Bay, a guy that's spent about 4 years on the qualifying series. He talked about that being quite a bumpy road. But the thing I think he should be most proud of is if you're going to get a first win anywhere at the QS level, why not Pipeline? And Sully's got his name next to guys like Jamie O'Brien, John Florence, Kelly Slater, Josh Moniz, Jack Robinson. Really cool just to see this setup right now. Just A-frame wedges up and down the beach. And D-Bob's just open to so much swell when you look at the window. There's always something to surf out here. Colapinto will get the first wave of the season. Griffin now climbing snap just to get this one started. Looks like he's searching for a little bit of a double up. He's not going to get it there. 30-minute heats, no jet ski assist today here at D-Bob. Scored in their top 2 with no wave max. Colapinto getting that first line will start the priority rotation. And so he'll be mixing it up with the world's best. Hazelwood will take on Seth Moniz and Julian Wilson. Owen with a throwaway out the back. Incomplete on his first effort, so first priorities with Sully Bailey.
So I think the thing that's going to be different out here as opposed to Snapper Rocks, Joe, is that you're going to have the potential to get a massive score on 1 minute.
That was a big statement because we had guys like Griffin kind of stealing the highlight reel at the opening event of the season. Potts will think about that because this man's a rookie right now. Sully Bailey on his first ride of the season. Couple of big carving hooks laid back in the closeout section.
He's had those years on the QS. He's had the grind. He's proved himself in the big stuff. He's looking sharp. That board looks really good under his feet. He's got all the moves as well. You know, powerful, radical.
For the finish. Owen right behind him. First turn, nice and vertical. Beautiful wall to frame up that big vertical backhand attack.
It's good in big, solid waves, and that's the kind of the recipe you need. Owen Wright, beautiful vertical snap on that occasion. We talk about that range that he's got. You know, those long limbs just give him that ability to get that board nice and vertical. Beautiful surf in there. There's some crazy heats coming up today. Kind of a new look as well when you look at the tour.
Starting things off with a top turn carve is Sully Bailey from Byron Bay. Clean snap right through the lip, and he'll trip up with that wave going off speed on the inside corner. Sully's second scoring ride, but instead of going into Haleiwa Sunset Beach nervous about being that close, he went in with confidence. Backhand float for Owen Wright. Just trying to feel that wave out. Not much on offer there. Still 19:20 to go. Semi-final at pumping Sunset Beach. Moved up 6 spots and made it official. Here's Sully now. Nice quiet little wrapping turn. Just all setup work for Sully. Solid snap off the lip. Finishing move on the end section. Get caught up with the last of Sully Bailey.
A nice smooth turn there. A little bit of a rail dig on that turn, but then sort of slowed himself down. This is where he started to do some damage. Nice little snap. And the 2-for-1 combo through the inside.
Now with 17:45 to go, we saw Sully getting the 2 range to start. Little wedge popping up down the beach for Owen Wright. Showcase that forehand wrap. Just showing off that rail work. Looking pretty casual with that wave going flat quickly on Owen. He's got an amazing forehand attack. Oftentimes we're critiquing his backhand through the first few stops of the season. Just fun seeing the goofy foots go left.
Yeah, we don't get to see that much, do we?
Owen just needed a 1.5 for first. Colapinto trying to get out of the 3rd spot to avoid the 2nd round. Griffin taking a look up and out, not finding what he's looking for here. Section out the back, looks like the money section before it goes flat. Colapinto winding up now. Top turn wrap, he's got a little racetrack. End section starting to build for Griffin. Pulls in quickly, not much of a barrel there, but he'll lay into the finish. Drifts the fins, and the Whitewater's going to take him down. Would have been one of the best finishing moves of the matchup, but Griffin just couldn't hang on.
Wave selection really important here today. How do you pick that though? You just got to paddle around and hope you get the right wave, but this one, nice little roll in there for Griffin. Nice clean turn. We've seen him use that quite often last year to get some big scores. Thought he was going to kind of pull in there in two minds, really. And didn't quite get that board all the way around and out. So almost a nice finishing move for Griffin. See how he pushes that back foot, busted fins out the back, loses a bit of direction. I don't think I would, you know. I think I'd stick to my guns. You know, you're looking at, obviously you're picking the guys that you think are going to go all the way no matter what the waves are like.
With Owen Wright checking out a left here, Potts. We'll see that wrapping turn again. Had the speed for one big move, and he's out of there. Owen did get his lead back off Soli. Looking to improve on a 2.9 now. Colapinto still third, chasing a 5.77 with 13 minutes to go. You start thinking about their options now, Potts, seeing these one maneuver sections, how they can try to get more from the judges this morning. Griffin vertically through the roof. Another one maneuver opportunity. And Soli Bailey caught this wave during the break.
Yeah, well, Soli Bailey probably got a more experience out here than most of the other two. Australian kid, big snap in the pocket, beautiful positioning. I love the body language, and he looks like he's starting to warm up, Joe. Starting to feel it. Definitely his best score.
Griffin as well through the break, Potts. Turning in his best couple of hacks and finishing.
Yeah, Griffin, big snap. I love the position on that wave there. Nice and critical. You can see that. Gets that air under the board there. You almost saw the fins. So that gave that a little bit more oomph.
Well, like that back and forth exchange from a couple of younger names on tour. Griffin, the youngest on the top 34. Nice, beautiful layback draw on the open face from Soli Bailey. Doing some really exciting maneuvers. He was one of those guys that stayed so humble as a kid because he's had a high-profile name at a young age and bringing a lot of power and force to that turn.
Yeah, watch that. That's the kind of surfing the judges want to see. Total commitment, beautiful style, great positioning. I mean, everything he needed to do, he did right there.
With some up and down moments. We talked about winning Pipeline, which was a huge moment for him in his career at the QS level. Showed how talented he is in the barrel. And it just reminds us how amazing some barrel riders can be from Byron Bay, like Kieran Perot, who ended up being a pipe master in his career.
Yeah, well, Byron Bay is surrounded by beautiful waves.
As we have a fun-looking wave for the rookie. Soli Bailey, nice and warmed up. Clean rail work into the pocket, lip section. Snaps it, nice and clean. Layback hack, showing a lot of variety through his maneuvers. After that beautiful carve, Potts, you could tell he's feeling more confident. He's got the lead in his favor and more scores coming his way. And at the moment, he's sitting out in front. So that 5% out there, you guys were aware of Soli coming out blazing. Still some room for Griffin to move here. Couple of carves off the top, finishing on the end section.
Let's have a look at Griffin here. A little bit of a whitewater roll in. First turn, just getting himself in position. Now the wave starts to stand up on the bank. Slashes into that maneuver. And that was kind of the money shot right. His last ride drops in.
More of a wave to work with for Owen Wright. Stands 6'3", showing off that range on those backhand carves.
He knows he's got to crank it up, and that's exactly what he's doing.
So, Potts, what was wrong about this wave choice here?
Well, first maneuver nice, but then it just kind of went fast.
Soli Bailey up there, 4.5, 4.3 is his top two. Minute 50 on the clock. Here comes the rookie. Bailey hacks it off the lip. Beautiful wall. Just checks it with that whitewater section. Seeing the fins come out on that front side gouge. Hits it vertically, but can't hang on.
I think Soli just looks a little bit more in attack mode as opposed to Griffin. I think he's sharper. He's surfing with a little bit more speed.
Soli Bailey to second and needs a 5.67 for the heat win. Top two both advanced straight to round three. Owen in the hot seat, trying to avoid the second round with this wave. Just a gentle little check to start. His lines are beautiful, but not much of a wave there. And unfortunately for Owen Wright, didn't get much to work with on that last decision. He'll run out of time, and he's going to be faced with dealing with round two.
Yeah, well, wave selection let Owen down. I think he spent a little bit too much time up next to the groin there. And Griffin and Soli just capitalized with some nice little more vertical faced waves and allowed them big turns and got the scores, Joe.
He's got to be proud of that first heat performance as a rookie, especially how he adapted Potts in the back half of the matchup.
I'm very happy with his performance. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be a tough one to beat this year once he gets the confidence up.
And we'll be reminding you that that's Potts' pick for the Rookie of the Year race throughout this entire season in 2019. Up next, Jordy Smith takes on Zeke Latin. So Griffin out there with Owen Wright, wearing the white jersey. Sully Bailey, the rookie from Byron Bay, a guy that's spent about 4 years on the qualifying series. He talked about that being quite a bumpy road. But the thing I think he should be most proud of is if you're going to get a first win anywhere at the QS level, why not Pipeline? And Sully's got his name next to guys like Jamie O'Brien, John Florence, Kelly Slater, Josh Moniz, Jack Robinson. Really cool just to see this setup right now. Just A-frame wedges up and down the beach. And D-Bob's just opened to so much swell when you look at the window. There's always something to surf out here. Colapinto will get the first wave of the season. Griffin now climbing snap just to get this one started. Looks like he's searching for a little bit of a double up. He's not going to get it there. 30-minute heats, no jet ski assist today here at D-Bob. Scored in their top two with no wave max. Colapinto getting that first line. Will start the priority rotation. And so he'll be mixing it up with the world's best. Hazelwood will take on Seth Moniz and Julian Wilson. Owen with a throwaway out the back. Incomplete on his first effort, so first priorities with Sully Bailey.
So I think the thing that's going to be different out here as opposed to Snapper Rocks, Joe, is that you're going to have the potential to get a massive score on 1 minute.
That was a big statement because we had guys like Griffin kind of stealing the highlight reel at the opening event of the season. Potts will think about that because this man's a rookie right now. Sully Bailey on his first ride of the season. Couple of big carving hooks, lay back in the closeout section.
He's had those years on the QS. He's had the grind. He's proved himself in the big stuff. He's looking sharp. That board looks really good under his feet. He's got all the moves as well. You know, powerful, radical.
For the finish. Owen right behind him.